Hey you, welcome back. My name is Yubi. I'm your astro-friendly Latina therapist, and this is Tarot My Becoming. These are mid-monthly messages for the month of November, and today we are going to be doing Aries. Aries, so Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and or South Node. I've included South Node because I oftentimes look at the duality. I'm a Libra rising, so Libra rising, Gemini stallion, and like I can see things from two sides, and so it didn't feel right to just look at the North Node. The South Node energy sometimes is really important too, depending on where you are in your path. So these are general readings, and so it may or may not resonate with you. It could be that a part of the message makes sense. It could be that none of the message makes sense. Don't make it fit. If it doesn't fit, just take what makes sense. Leave the rest behind. I am using the Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards and the Crystal Visions Tarot. I used this for the Café con Tarot Sunday message a couple weeks back. For me, it's yesterday, but for you, it's in the future. I'm doing these readings ahead of time, so I'll be traveling, and so I'm gonna be busy. So let's see what is in store for you. Aries energy. Aries mid-month readings for the month of November. Aries mid-month reading for the month of November. I hope you are enjoying the timeless lunch hour specials. Let me know in the comment section what type of readings you are interested in or what information you'd like. I haven't done a lot of zodiac or astrology readings yet. I'm trying to figure out what I want to share and how I want to share it. And so I want to be intentional and not rush anything. And right now I'm just really enjoying doing the tarot readings and getting these messages for you. It's been so much fun. Like, I can't stress how much fun this is. I look forward to this. All right, Aries energy. So let me know in the comment section what you're interested in, what you'd like to see more of. I've done a few, like the monthly, mid-monthlies. The timeless message is something new, so I hope you really enjoy that. And the Café con Tarot Sunday message, I really like doing that too. But just let me know what you like and what you don't like. Let's keep it positive, people. All right, Aries. Come on, Aries. Let's get this started. Give me a card and a card. They're really big for my hands. There we go. Water energy, the overflow. Aries, are you tapping into your heart? You look busy. You look like there's a lot going on. You look drained. Uh-oh. The overflow. There's a lot going on. You have your hand in a lot of places. I mean, typical Aries, right? You're very... I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't... Typical Aries, right? Stereotypical. That's being stereotypical, right? I mean, there's so many different ways that Aries can present themselves. We need to be mindful about that, right? But, I mean, the traditional form... Better choice of words. Traditional form of Aries is a leader, right? You are the ones that take the lead. You take the initiative. Like you start this, you start that, you do, like you just have that innate or you're developing that talent within you. And so you're fire energy. And so there could be something about emotions. It could be feeling overwhelmed. It could be that you're just busy. There's just a lot going on for you, right? All right, how are you presenting? I'm doing a Celtic cross. How are you presenting to me? Oh, that was quick. Death, transformation, healing. Transformation requires you to tap into your feelings. It requires you to look at things from a different perspective, right? So death energy. is how you're presenting to me. Now, whether or not that's the energy you're tapping into yet, but maybe that's like how your higher self is presenting to me. Like, this is the process. What's crossing you? What's your crossing energy? Your crossing energy is the crossroads, the fork in the road. It's the ask. It's what are, you know, it's asking you to consider this. What's your crossing energy, Aries? What's your crossing energy? Mid-month reading for Aries. What's your crossing energy? There it is. Crossing energy, Six of Cups. This one, usually the Six of Cups means soulmate. It could also mean a gift from the universe. It could be sitting in reflection about the past, reminiscing about the past. This particular card, though, for me, what it speaks to is the tapping into the childness within you. Like, if you notice, I'm gonna zoom in, you're gonna see that the little girl is offering the lady a cup. She's actually the one offering the cup, and the older lady is kind of like, I don't know if I want to tap into that cup. But look at the little girl. She has the cup energy. She has the dream. She has the lotus flowers. She's the one with the different ideas, right? The opportunity for healing the inner child within her, her inner desires, her inner dreams. But it also almost seems like she's contemplating it, like, and like walking away gently from this opportunity. That's what, for this particular deck, that's what's sent out. But it could be any of the other ones, right? to each your own in terms of like what the storyline is for you. But that's the crossing energy, right? It's an opportunity. What energy are you actually tapping into? What energy are you actually tapping into? There we go. Seven of Cups. Options. So you have a lot of options. You're definitely tapping in. And again, in this particular card, there is one particular option that stands out the most, and it's the one that's being given to her by the fairy. So if you take a look right about there, you will see that she's being offered a cup by the fairy, and she's looking at it. Now, the dragon already has three things in his hands, in their hands, and there's still cups on the floor. There's still another opportunity there. So it's almost like you'll never miss an opportunity, Aries. There will always be opportunities there. There's just a lot of options for you right now, and you're definitely considering what option to take next. So what's the hidden energy for you, Aries? What is not being seen? Now, the hidden energy is also potential energy. It's the energy that is saying, hey, look at me, tap into me. It could also be the energy that says, hey, watch out, don't tap into me, because like things might get a little more complicated. So it's the hidden energy, and the hidden energy is the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands often speaks to commitments, to stability, passion, connection. This one specifically is very like lovely in the sense of like this union, right? Now, the cool thing about this one is that she's coming up on the white horse. The feminine energy is the one on the white horse. So this is in the hidden energy. So that's fascinating. It could be a sense of, it could also be like the Four of Wands, right? The stability within yourself that you generate, right? The love with your masculine and your feminine side, right? What are you walking away from, Aries? What are you walking away from? Like, again, there's water energy with the Seven of Cups, the Six of Cups. What are you walking away from, Aries? Oh, Two Cups, the Eight of Swords, feeling stuck, and the Eight of Cups. Feeling stuck in something, so you're walking away, so you're actually releasing yourself from something. And the Eight of Cups is oftentimes in other tarot cards the spiritual awakening, going down the spiritual path card. And so it's also the knowing that the Eight of Cups, there's the Nine of Cups right around the corner. So you're walking away from something heavy, something that you felt was holding you back. And I'm not sure if you're actually walking towards this spiritual opportunity. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're walking towards the spiritual opportunity because you're walking away from it. So either you have walked towards it and you are in the middle of it, or you're contemplating it, because this was your presenting energy of truth and transformation, which often occurs after we're going through a healing journey. But then their crossing energy is like, hey, there's a little kid in you that is trying to get your attention. Like, pick me, pick this option, right? From all the options that you have in front of you. Let's see, what are you walking towards, Aries? What are you walking to? Oh, Three of Cups, fulfillment, friendships, you know, living life with other people. So you're walking towards something great. And again, it's cup energy, right? It could also be sharing something together, not feeling stuck. Maybe it's a new tribe that you're walking towards. Yeah, maybe it's a new tribe that you're walking towards. Something that is a little more like aligned with you. What's the situation? What's the environment around? Oh, 2 cards. What's the environment? The Devil and the Lovers. The Devil and the Lovers. These are opposite energies. This is the Devil in the, there's 2, right? They're opposite energies. The Lovers is a choice card. The Devil is also a choice card. Like in the traditional Devil card, you see the masculine and the feminine, and there's the illusion that they're being tied up by the so-called devil. But the devil could also be like just your self-restricting thoughts, how you're viewing your situation, right? And what they don't know is that those chains are actually really large. Like they could just let go, like pull it over. Like it's not officially locked in. Yeah, this particular card, this particular Devil card, there's a feeling of exposure. There's also a feeling of, and it's a choice, right? It's a choice around you. So this is, again, it's like choices are being offered. It's the same thing. The choices, which is what you are presenting with, like it's matching, right? The 7 of Cup energy, choices, right? You're being presented with choices. Now, which choice are you going to take? I don't know, right? What are your hopes and fears? Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. Hopes for Aries energy. Oh, Ace of Swords, truth. Another one jumped out. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is practice. So there's truth. That your hopes are like finding the truth for you, finding the path that is aligned with you. The 5 of Wands is practice energy. It's conflict energy, but it's also practice energy. This one though, let me look at this one. Yeah, I mean, they're not really, these are clubs, right? They're not swords. Oh, that's fascinating. It says 5, but there's actually 7. Because he has a tattoo of 2 of the wands on his back. Look at that. There's 3 of them that are holding the club. There's 2 in his tattooed to his back, but then there's 2 at the bottom. Yeah, there's definitely, you're looking for your truth, right? So the hope is that you find the path that is the line, your truth, right? The hope is that you find your truth. With these options, and that you're gaining practice. You're gaining practice, but not just practice. It's like your hope is that you're going away from conflict. Your hope, like, look, even freaking okay, so you're walking towards the 3 of Cups. So there's three energies. There's 5 of Wands, but there's 3, like the masculine side is coming out, like the 3 leaders, right? Like it's wand energy, so it's fire energy. So it's like the masculine side of this connection, or the tribe that you're headed towards. Like the hope is that you don't fall into this feeling of stuckness or arguing that you've walked away from. So the hope is that this new path is not going to have just conflict. Basically, it's just no conflict. What are your fears, Aries? What are your fears? Fears, Aries. Oh, there we go. Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles usually means like a sense of fairness, balanced, give and take, reciprocity. So the fear in this particular case, if this is in that position, is that your fear that things aren't going to be balanced, right? Which is going to lead to this conflict, right? So that you're hoping that you don't have to deal with conflict, but your fear is that things are not going to be balanced. In this new tribe, this new experience that you're walking towards. So what is the outcome? Eight of Pentacles. Work. Yeah, it's a new work opportunity. Again, I mean, being careful and mindful. Look at her dress. Look at her dress. It's every time I see this card, the dress stands out for me, in terms of like making sure that you're not depleted, right? Six of Pentacles, it's a fair fear, because that's probably where you came out of, is feeling like there was a lot of conflict where you were working, feeling like there was bickering there. Yeah. And so like, again, the hidden energy is the Four of Wands, which is stability. You're searching for your stability. You're looking for your tribe. Something that is definitely aligned with your truth. And you have options. You definitely have options. So let's get 3 cards for advice, and then I'll read the oracle cards. So 3 cards for my Aries. 3 cards, how to navigate this better. 3 cards, please. Oh, those were 2. The Star, so healing energy is the first one. Healing. King of Pentacles, Aries. And then the last one, advice for Aries, Ace of Cups. So the Star, King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So the advice is healing, right? Making sure that you're healing the experience that you've had, tapping into stability, right? Knowing that you have the ability to create the foundation that you're wanting to create. And it could be that this opportunity that you're walking towards is going to bring you the ability to feel more stable, more grounded, and also powerful, right? Like a knowing, like, I can create this, like I can make choices around my stability that benefit me, right? And then also the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is the beginning aspect of love. It's like tapping into love. It's like offering an opportunity to start something new, a new connection, right? And so not being afraid to extend that cup to somebody else. Like, and look, even this one is overflowing, the water that's overflowing. So, you know, offering what you know emotionally, and making sure you're doing it in a balanced way, right? Making sure you're not being depleted. Let's read this one, the Lemuria 12 water overflow. It says abundance, non-attachment, the paradigm of no scarcity, allowing financial and energetic gifts to flow through and create more. What is, oh, this one's a little bit different because it's an element card. So I'm going to read, so the cool thing about this author, what is her name? Izzy Ivy. So this particular booklet is divided into sections. So there's elemental cards, there's chakra cards. And so this one is an elemental card. And sometimes she writes in the description her experience with creating, how she got the message for this particular card. So I just wanted to share that because there's, she's using first person in the description. So it says, during one of my most pivotal Lemurian visions, I was guided into a life where I lived in a humble mud hut. As I could create any thought in the multiple dimensions that I had access to, I simultaneously resided in a beautiful crystalline palace. I found myself in a paradigm where I could create anything at will, and thus there was no concept of scarcity nor the need to hold on to anything. This experience initiated a shift that changed my life. We may only be starting to touch on this notion in our mundane reality. This experience initiated Oh, I wrote that one. We may only be starting to touch on this notion in our mundane reality. When we give more from a place of overflow than obligation, even when we think we have nothing, having it come from this mindset can only create a more abundant flow of what we want. The being in the picture has many hands, and yet still the water is allowed to flow through her fingers. It blesses her in the moments it touches her radiant hands and skin, and then continues on its journey. Her heart is also overflowing with love. Her eyes are filled with tears. She allows what comes through to move her without control. She gracefully allows whatever she is feeling to be expressed, and as she does so, she radiates so much light into the world. The themes are allowing for flow, receptivity, the path of least resistance, purity, clearing away that which no longer serves you, and emotions. So again, it's possible, right, that you are being asked to release control, Aries, which I know can be challenging for you. Release control, right, as to how this next experience is going to unfold. You're walking away from something that was challenging, that was unbalanced, and just the fact of releasing control for you is something new. Especially with all these options, you want to be able to control what your outcome is, and you in essence are, right? Which is where the King of Pentacles comes in, is this knowing that there is abundance, the ability to generate abundance. And this could be something new for you, which is why the Death energy came out and the Star energy is coming out, right? Is, hey, like, let's tap into and the Devil energy, right? So the hidden stuff, like, let's tap into this transformative experience. And it could be tapping into the fact of releasing control. Aries, you're leaders. You like control. You like to be in control. And this is asking you to release control and just allow things to flow naturally, and abundance will be there, right? Don't worry about, the arguing, the fighting. You're going to find that something more balanced, this tribe energy, right, that you're headed towards, could be the opportunity that you're being asked to look into, to reclaim that childhood energy within you, right, of dreaming that things are good, right? So you have options. You definitely have options, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Aries. You might want to look at Sagittarius. I've titled theirs, Fear Not, You Have Everything You Need. So maybe there's something in there for you. All right, Aries. I hope that was helpful. Hit the like button if this made sense. Subscribe. Tell me in the comments, what's happening for you. If you're liking these types of messages, if you're wanting something else, hopefully you've looked at Café con Tarot, which I do on Sundays. And let me know what you want to see more of. So again, my name is Yubi. I'm your astro-friendly Latina therapist, and thanks for joining me. See you next time.